with all of them, the Martin Galleries, to Peter and Vicky. It's great to be here with all of you. What a fantastic exhibition, and to think that we're doing it here in downtown Nundah. And I particularly like the idea of an Archibald. I particularly like the idea of a state of origin. Yeah. I think we can get all of that going. I was thinking when I walked in here tonight, when I first joined the Labor Party way back in 1974. It's great to see Brian Milliput over there. He was pretty active in those days. I joined a branch over in Auchenflower, and there was this rather eccentric guy. He was at that stage a school teacher, and he was just setting up an art gallery in Red Hill called Ray Hughes. And Ray was a very, very active member of the Labor Party. I'm not sure that he is now. From time to time I do see him around circles in Sydney, but the connection, if you like, between the artistic community and the Labor Party goes back to the very beginning. And you've only got to go into the Blue Mountains or many other parts of Australia when you see this historical connection between the artistic community, not just those who paint, but those that are involved in music and many other forms of creative arts. And it says something about our great movement that we are involved with the artistic community, because I happen to believe that it is the creativity, the very notion and interest in ideas, our passion for our community that is at the very essence of the Labor movement and the Labor Party. And it's one of the things that gives us such great strength. It's one of the reasons that we've been around for well over 100 years, because we have always been involved in promoting new ideas. And new ideas don't just evolve from some form of written material which is handed down. New ideas are communicated in all sorts of ways.
In the middle of the night, it came to me.
Exactly. and the more diverse way new ideas are communicated, the more successful you are. I happen to be fortunate enough to have 3 children who are all involved in one form or another in the creative arts, in the music industry, but early on in ballet and dance. All of these forms of creative communication go to the very essence of what we are. And to be a successful political party, you have to have that connection with creativity. Otherwise, you simply run out of oomph. You run out of ideas, and you run out of, most importantly, emotional connection. So that's why tonight is so important. I'm just really knocked out to see how far this has come, and to see the potential of how far we can go. Yay!
And you on board? We can go a long way.
I think well, you can go a lot further when you're in government. I've noticed that. and you know, I've heard a couple of people say, "Oh, it might have been better if you sat this one out." Now, I just couldn't disagree with that more strongly, because I'll tell you this. The thing about political power in Australia is that it is not handed to movements or to political parties lightly. But the fact is, when you don't have it, it's a lot harder to get back. Now, we don't seek to take political power for power's sake. That's not why we're there. But in a political system such as we are in, and being a Labor Party, which is a party of the left as we are, it's always a lot harder for us to have political power. So many of the forces in our society are really raimed against a political party of our origins, with our ideas. A political party which has got a set of ideas which not only wants to create prosperity, but most importantly wants to spread opportunity across the whole society. If you look at what's happening in politics internationally, things are not very friendly towards parties of the centre or the left. If you look to the lurch to the right in the United States, you look at the rise of Fox News and the pernicious influence that is having on values in that country, and what it is trying to do to people on the left who want to stand for progressive ideas of spreading opportunity, there's a very big challenge for parties like ours. And parties like ours have to marshal all of the forces in society when we come up against the very big and powerful entrenched interests, particularly those in sections of business that never want to see us in power. So that's why I say that when people put to me the fact that it might have been better to sit this one out, I'll say never. Because we have an opportunity when we have power to do the sorts of things that we want to do to entrench our ideas, to make it harder for those on the right who want to reject our ideas, and to put in place a set of policies which give us that emotional and practical connection with people. So at the end of the day, this is just one of the means by which we can do that. If I can tell you what, it's a really important means by which we can do it. So that's why I'm so heartened to see so many people here tonight. Congratulations to each and every one of you involved in the organisation of this event, and let's go on and be Archibald. Thanks.